Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. A quick update, of course, after the last intraday, we mentioned that we might still, of course, keep moving towards downside unless, of course, we see a reversal here for the wave 4. And we see, of course, invalidation of this impulse downward, exactly, of course, taken. And of course, we see higher prices. Now, what happened? What's going on? Is it bullish scenario unfolding here? Or not yet? Now you will hate me. So definitely it's not bullish scenario, guys. Definitely it is, of course, higher prices. We're looking for something moving for higher simply, and that because of course of the three waves structure that we have already there. We don't have any kind of an impulse here to see kind of like a wave 3 unfolding towards the upside. You have simply here a W, potentially finished a W, X, and a Y, or of course we have finished here a potential W, X, and a Y internally in three waves, of course, three ways up, three ways down, and that because of course clearly on the 15-minute chart we have three ways structure starting from there. So this is your high here. This point is your high. You don't have any kind of five waves up. We have three ways up. And of course, even this wick here did not took the high there. And everything is sideways. So very clearly, of course, that we are corrective, guys. Meaning, what I'm saying here, if you are in a bigger WX and a Y, or simply you are in an A, B, and a C towards the upside. This is a wave C right now unfolding, still testing a potential wave 2. Meaning, of course, our wave 2 time, if you remember the timing, yeah, we have dropped before the time. And that's why it is still required, of course, to retest this area because the time is not sufficient yet. And therefore, of course, we're looking here for a corrective structure potentially for a wave 2 in the scenario, which it might be already a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and having a wave 2 right now as a three waves structure. And that's why it is very impulsive. It's a wave C definitely here. Very likely that we are in three ways, A, B, and a C. The targets for this scenario to be tested, of course, is the following in confluence, of course, wave C as a regular flat. I'm looking, of course, for the 116K. So yeah, it might even get into the next testing area, yeah, for a wave 2. And I believe anyway, if we are in a bear market, guys, it's not gonna drop directly like very easily and so on. So definitely, especially when we are bearish, because there are a lot of pushes toward the upside always with every single drop. When we are in an impulse in a bearish, be careful from it always, because of course we might get invalidation directly, as we can see right now. And of course, yeah, I'm still looking for the 116K, therefore in a wave 2, in a wave Y, in a wave C potentially here. If broken, of course, once we break this area, therefore, yeah, everything might change. Something else might be unfolding. However, the possibility to turn really bullish from this area is the following scenario. If this is going to be a zigzag, which of course here potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I doubted because of the three ways, that is your wave 1. You can have a wave 2. You can have a zigzag wave 3 and then 4 and a 5. If this is going to transform to kind of like a leading diagonal, okay, the things might change up. But if not, well, yeah, currently we are looking for a wave C in three ways towards the upside. Meaning the bear market is still there, guys. Okay, so I have to be honest, always the direction still, of course, towards the downside. Once we finish an impulse here, which is already invalidated, definitely you don't have an impulse, and this is a three ways kind of. So the things are very complicated, guys, to be bullish, honestly. So what I'm saying, we're gonna see, of course, higher prices, but we are still gonna drop sooner or later. Okay, so this is the thing. Yeah, so these are my expectations. This is my analysis, how I see the market right now. And of course, as I mentioned in the Discord, the bear market is not going to be very simple drop and very clear impulse towards the downside and so on. We will see, of course, up and downs the whole time, invalidations, and of course, to make it more complex, because most of the time, the bear market, which is corrective mostly, corrections are very messy, very chaotic, and of course, get a lot of traps. So trade safe with it, of course, and don't forget that we might drop at any time. We might drop at any time due to the three-wave corrective. We don't have any kind of an impulse here to suggest a 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. And by the way, who thinks this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? This is a shorter wave 3, shorter than wave 1, shorter than wave 5. It is not an impulse, of course. This is a complex structure here in W, X, and a Y for a potential wave A, B, and a C. That was the update for Bitcoin and for the crypto market. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.